Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. No, not welcome back. This is the first ever video I'm making on this brand new channel. I said welcome back because I have 4 other channels, but my name is Giggity, real name is Mark, and this is a new channel where I'm going to be talking about Call of Duty. Every time that I start playing a game and start loving a game again, I'm always like, I should make a YouTube channel about that, and then I make another YouTube channel, and now I have 4 of them because I am very, very, very bad at it. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. I got like an addiction. I gotta stop. But yeah, I like Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. I've been a big fan of it. I played every single Call of Duty multiplayer, not in their peak, but every single one of them. And we are going to be ranking all the Call of Duty multiplayers from worst to best. There's 20 of them, including the first 3, but we are going to be bunching the first 3 together into just one because, in my opinion, there's not enough difference about them to rank them separately. So we're going to be ranking those all together. And without further ado, welcome to the brand new channel. Let's get right into it. Alright, and coming in at the number 20 spot, the worst Call of Duty based on its multiplayer alone, in my opinion, is the first 3 as a jump. I'm bundling these together. I know that the true COD OGs are going to be mad at me for saying that and putting them all together. I apologize. I don't see enough of a difference to rank them separately. I would rank, if I had to rank them separately, I would be like dead last first, second to dead last second, and the third number 3. Like, I wouldn't separate them anyways. I will admit I wasn't around when these were at their prime or anything like that. I went back very far into their lifespan, and so that is obviously not very accurate, but I didn't have much fun with them. I don't think many people are going to be upset with me putting it here. But here's where I really make some people angry because, oh my god, this is going to frustrate people so much. 19th place is World at War. I'm sorry, I went back at World at War, not during its prime, I'll admit that. I did not play it the year it came out. I started playing Call of Duty at Black Ops 1. When I played Black Ops 1, I bought all the old ones and played all those and all their multiplayers and stuff. And so World at War's multiplayer was still popping when I went to play it, but I just did not like it. A lot of the maps were way too massive. Even back then, they were way too massive. Like, it was just like kind of boring. 9 times out of 10, you didn't find anybody. There was no camos in it, which is a really big part of Call of Duty for me, especially the multiplayer. Like, it just felt dead compared to the rest. And I'm sorry, I know I'm wrong, and I know people are going to disagree with me on it, but yeah, I think World at War's multiplayer is the second worst in the series. And 18th place kind of suffers the exact same fate as World at War's multiplayer because it's Ghosts. I think COD Ghosts was way too large maps, way too slow paced for my enjoyment. All the camos in it, I know people are gonna get mad at me for mentioning camos as one of the main talking points of this video, but like I said, that's one of the reasons why I love Call of Duty so much, is grinding for camos. And the camos in Ghosts did not feel cool or special at all. They all felt like flat, boring colors. All the guns didn't feel fun to use. The Honey Badger was fine. Sniping was boring. I'm a really big fan of sniping, and in Ghost I didn't really enjoy sniping. I know other people say it's one of the better CODs for sniping. I didn't really see that, if I'm being honest. Maybe for like hard scoping, but for the quick scoping aspect, I don't agree with that. I don't know, Ghost just is just so forgettable for me in very, very many ways. And 17th place is the one that you guys all thought was going to be dead last, Vanguard. Yeah, I think Vanguard multiplayer is slightly better than Ghosts and World at War, and again, I know people are gonna literally be like, I mean, I have no subscribers on this channel, so it's not like they can unsubscribe, but they're gonna find a way to like take away subscribe. I'm gonna have like negative 10 subscribers by the end of this video for putting Vanguard above Ghosts and World at War. I'm sorry, but I put more time and more enjoyment into Vanguard multiplayer than Ghosts and World at War. Now, that's not saying much though, don't get me wrong. I did not play a lot of Vanguard. It was still a very bad multiplayer, but I did have slightly more fun with it. There's slightly more to work towards. There's more weapons, and it's just overall, in my opinion, a more completed game than Ghosts and World at War was, and was more fun for me. And one thing actually I really liked about Vanguard was like the different pacings, like blitz pacing was really actually a good idea. I think I wish they kind of brought that back. And coming in at 16th is the other one that you guys thought was going to be dead last, Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare, while I do hate it still, don't get me wrong, I do think it's overhated for its multiplayer massively. I think Infinite Warfare is, people are like, oh my god, it's the worst multiplayer experience of all time, it's the worst Call of Duty, I've never even played it. Then how is it the worst? If you've never played it, how do you know Infinite Warfare's multiplayer is that bad? You play it, give it a try, because it's actually not that bad. Now, is it fun? No, I prestiged twice in this game, and that was it. And that's saying something because I prestiged a lot in every single Call of Duty. But Infinite Warfare, in my opinion, was very weak, but it was still something, and it was okay to play around, especially with friends. Coming in at 15th place, however, is going to Modern Warfare 3, 2023, the second Modern Warfare 3, the newest one, everybody said it was just a DLC for Modern Warfare 2, and they were right. This game felt like the exact same game as Modern Warfare 2, and I was actually mad. Like, everybody else hates Call of Duty, and whenever a new game releases, they're all like, oh my god, it's the same thing as last year, it's so boring, blah, blah, blah. I understand where they're coming from, but I never really agree with them on it. I still have fun. This was the first time where I actually understood where they were coming from. It was literally just a DLC for Modern Warfare 2. It's the exact same game. Is it a bad game? No, but the fact that it's that similar and that much of an insult, like, it's just like a big middle finger to us, made me not like it. And coming in at 14th place is, in my opinion, COD 4. I am ranking Modern Warfare Remastered separately, by the way. And yeah, COD 4, the very first ever true Call of Duty multiplayer experience, it just doesn't hold up, in my opinion. I think, is it good for its time? Obviously, but if you compare it now, like, there's just no reason to go back and play, especially not with Modern Warfare Remastered. It's fun, it's fine, but hitboxes feel horrible in that game. The maps do feel a little bit too large. There's no real customization in the game as well. And dude, if you actually like play it a decent amount and like put some hours into COD 4 nowadays, you will start to get so frustrated at the amount of people using the M16, because it is just that overpowered. Coming in at 13th place, however, is going to be going to the second, well, the first time they did it, but the second jetpack game of the list, Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was the first time they went out of their way to try and change up the Call of Duty formula, and I don't think it failed, actually. I think the sales numbers probably did. I think it hurt them financially, but in terms of like actual enjoyment and me personally playing the game, I don't think it failed. I had a fun time playing Advanced Warfare. I used to play it a lot with my friends. This was like the peak time for me. It came out in 2014, I believe, or maybe 2015, and that was like, I was 14 or 15 at the time, as I was born in 2000, and so I was playing with my friends all the time on it. The jetpack movement felt new and refreshing. Obviously, supply drops absolutely sucked, and yeah, we all hate that, but it was a nice change of pace. I enjoyed Advanced Warfare. But now we are into the point of the list where pretty much every single one of these multiplayers I can go back and play today and have a good time playing them. 12th place is Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, again, changed the formula a lot. They changed a lot of things about the Call of Duty formula. The time to kill was insanely large. It felt more tactical while also not feeling that tactical at the same time somehow because of all the specialist abilities and stuff like that. But the one thing I really loved about Black Ops 4 was the gunplay. I thought the gunplay in Black Ops 4 felt amazing. It felt really, really, like, not realistic, but like the guns had power behind them. And I actually, when I go back and play Black Ops 4 nowadays, I still feel that. It feels like the guns are heavy. It feels like you're actually running around with a gun. And some people might not like that, but I thought it was really a good change, in my opinion. And it has the best dark matter camera of all time. 11th position, barely missing out on the top 10 best multiplayers, is Modern Warfare 2022, not Modern Warfare 2, the new Modern Warfare 2, whatever you want to call it. It was okay. It was not an improvement on Modern Warfare 2019, I will say that, but it was good. It was a good experience. I had fun. I got Orion in this game, pretty much only playing shipment shoot house 24/7, but I did get it. It was, in my opinion, a slight downgrade to Modern Warfare 2019. The movement felt better, but that was about it, and I'm not a big movement guy anyways, so I didn't really care too much about that, but overall, it was okay. The gunsmith thing, I've always been a big fan of that. I know other people are like, I hate it because there's too many attachments that all do the same thing. I like it. I think, why not have a bunch of attachments? It doesn't take away anything, and so I don't mind it. And breaking its way into the top 10, however, is Modern Warfare 2019. Like I said, I thought Modern Warfare 2022 was just a slight decrease, and I mean that. I think Modern Warfare 2019 is slightly better than it in almost every single way, but not enough to make it that much better. Like, I'm not going to rank it 2 spots higher, because at the end of the day, they do feel relatively similar. There is one huge selling point about Modern Warfare 2019, and that is Search and Destroy. This is the best Call of Duty of all time for Search and Destroy, and I will stand on that hill. It is easily the best. It is so fun to play Search and Destroy in this game. However, every other game mode in Modern Warfare 2019 absolutely sucks. It is horrible. Campers everywhere. The maps were huge. Everybody has found a corner and posted up and tried to get their streaks, and it was an absolute nightmare. Until they released Shoot House 24/7, this game was pretty much unplayable for me, and so that's why I'm not putting it any higher. If they had more fun maps at launch that didn't promote camping and stuff like that, I would have been totally fine with that. This is also the game where they first introduced strict skill-based matchmaking. I understand that they've had it since Modern Warfare 3 days, but this is the first time that they introduced it very strictly, and that takes away points from me too, because skill-based matchmaking is probably the stupidest thing Call of Duty's done ever. Coming in at 9th place, however, is going to be going to World War II. World War II is so slept on. In my opinion, one of the most slept on Call of Duty games multiplayer-wise. I had an absolute blast with this game. Did the perk system suck at first? Yes, the perk system was god-awful at first, but I truly believe this is the last Call of Duty that came out with fun maps. And that is crazy to say, but I believe it. Like, my World War II's maps at launch were actually pretty fun. Like, I go back and play this game sometimes, and I still have fun with it. The guns were fun. They were all World War II based guns, obviously, but they felt fun and easier to use than something like World at War. I liked the game. I don't think it's great. I think the mastery camo freaking sucked. But then, like, they had, like, the headquarters thing in this game. That was pretty cool. I do think there was a lot of room for improvement, but I think it was a really... one of the, definitely the best of the World War II shooters for Call of Duty. 8th position is going to be going to Modern Warfare Remastered. I know I'm going to make so many people mad that I put Modern Warfare Remastered so much higher than COD 4. I'm sorry, man. I like content, and Modern Warfare Remastered just has more of it than COD 4. It has better hitboxes. It has the exact same maps, the exact same base game guns. Yes, it did add DLC guns into the future, and I know some people are upset about that because they just wanted... sorry. They just wanted a... exactly the same Call of Duty that they've known and loved from COD 4, but I think the additions of the DLC guns and stuff like that was smart. Yeah, they still had supply drops, but at least you could get the weapons and stuff like that you wanted through grinding too, if you grinded enough. And so it was overall a really fun experience. This was the first time I ever grinded for a Mastery Camo 2 with Exclusion Zone, or Exclusion, whatever that thing was called. Extract, no, what was it called? I think it was Exclusion. And it felt really fun to go for. Coming in at 7th place, however, is going to be going to Black Ops Cold War. Besides the skill-based matchmaking, because that freaking sucks, it is a very fun experience, in my opinion. It had relatively decent maps. I'm not good. I'm not saying they were good maps, but the maps were decent. I didn't hate playing on Black Ops Cold War maps. I hated Satellite, but all the other maps were pretty fine. Cartel, actually, I think was pretty bad too, but all the other maps were okay. And Moscow, I think Moscow is one of the best Call of Duty maps of recent Call of Duties. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. I think Moscow is a really, really well done map. I love that map. Black Ops Cold War is really fun. The gunplay feels fun. It feels like it has the movement of Modern Warfare 2019, but the speed and aggression that Black Ops games have had this whole time, and it's perfect. And slightly improving on that, at the number 6 spot is going to Black Ops 6, the newest Call of Duty multiplayer. And obviously, we were still kind of in the honeymoon phase. We got to give it some time to muster over. And I'm starting to realize that maybe this is a little bit too high, because almost every time that I play this game, I start to get a little bit more and more frustrated with it for a couple reasons. Skill-based damage, I put quotation marks around that. Is that actually a thing, or is it just their horrible servers and desync issues? Most likely it's just their horrible servers and desync issues, but whatever it is, it's ruining core multiplayer for me. It's very frustrating running around a corner, shooting a guy 5 or 6 times with an XM4, and you're still shooting him. He turns around and shoots you 2 times with a C9 and you're dead. It's absolutely insane. I have tons of clips on my Xbox saved of me blatantly killing somebody, but they just kill me in like 2 shots and it's totally fine. That's very frustrating. Another thing that's really frustrating is they're releasing these weapons and then immediately releasing bundles in the shop to buy the weapons to get them easier. That's okay, I guess. You could do that as long as you fix the issues that your game already has, and they're not doing that. Instead of fixing the issues, putting more and more time into trying to make money off of bundles. That part of Black Ops 6 sucks, and it's really unfortunate that it has that, because the rest of the game is super fun. Coming in at the number 5 spot, breaking its way into the top 5, we're getting into like peak Call of Duty years here, by the way, guys, and it is going to Modern Warfare 2. I know everybody else loves Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 2. I know everybody else loves Modern Warfare 2. They'll say that this is the best Call of Duty multiplayer of all time. I disagree. I think it's super great, obviously. It's so much fun. But there are some things about Modern Warfare 2 that I don't think people remember, because it was a great game. But there was a lot of camping. There was the noob tube strategy. The Model 1887s was so frustrating. Some of the maps, I'm sorry to say it, I'm gonna say it, were way too big. They were way too large, and it made the games go very, very slow. The fact that it was so easy to get a nuke, which completely ended the game, actually kind of ruined it sometimes. I know it felt great when you got the nuke, but when you didn't get the nuke, it was really annoying. It was just, there was problems. It's a great game, but I don't think it's the best multiplayer we've had. Coming in at 4th place is going to my first ever multiplayer, Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1's multiplayer was amazing in almost every single freaking way. The only thing I can say that's bad about Black Ops 1's multiplayer it's hit registration. Oh my god. I still play Black Ops 1 multiplayer nowadays. It is so bad. The hit registration, sometimes you'll literally be just shooting somebody and it just will not count. And you're just like, okay, there it is. And that's how it was with Black Ops 1. But this was the first time I truly dumped hours and hours of my life into Call of Duty game. This is where I learned how to play Call of Duty. Black Ops 1 means a lot to me. And sure, nostalgia might be playing a little bit of it into it, but I don't think so. Best gold camo of all time. Prestiging felt like a whole honor reward system. Anti-up wager matches, oh my god, that was so much fun. Search and destroy in Black Ops 1 is iconic. Everything about Black Ops 1 was an absolute blast. And coming in at third place, bronze medal of this list, is going to another one that everybody says is their best, Black Ops 2. I love Black Ops 2. It's a great multiplayer, really, really fun multiplayer. Overall, it's a really fun game. The zombies is fun in that too. And the campaign is great too, but I don't think it's the best. I think it's a third place. I think this is exactly where it belongs. I have so much nostalgia playing this freaking game. Oh my god, I used to play it with my older sister. We used to play split screen, and we would just sit there for hours playing this game and just... We didn't know what we were doing. We weren't good. Nobody cared about being good back then. Everybody just played for fun. It was just casual gaming. Now everybody wants to be a pro. But Black Ops 2 felt so much freaking fun. The ballista and the DSR are perfect snipers. Some of the best snipers we ever had. The first time they ever introduced a diamond mastery camo, which was awesome. The prestiges were cool and fun to go through. The maps were amazing. The design of like the menus and stuff, I actually do think was a little bit lackluster, if I'm being honest. Like the whole theme of the game, loading into it did feel a little bit boring. But overall, it's a really good game. I just don't think it's the best like everybody else does. Because second place is going to Modern Warfare 3, the original Modern Warfare 3. And if you know the process of elimination and you know Call of Duty games, and that means that you know what first place is as well, but don't spoil it for everybody else yet. We'll talk about that in a second. But second place is Modern Warfare 3. I had so much freaking fun playing Modern Warfare 3, man. I can't think of a single thing that I disliked about Modern Warfare 3. The map Outpost, I guess. I wasn't a really big fan of the map Outpost. Infected in Modern Warfare 3 was absolute peak. I would play Infected in Modern Warfare 3 for like literally all the time. Like all the freaking time. It was so much fun. The gold camo wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. I actually kind of like how the gold camo worked too. It was just progressing the weapon. I kind of wish they did that nowadays. Like you just played with the gun, and that's how you got a gold. You didn't have to go out of your way to do these weird challenges. I kind of wish they just did it that way. But either way, everything about Modern Warfare 3 was amazing. Were there overpowered guns? The MP7, ACR? Yeah, they were overpowered. But it was still an absolute blast. The only one thing I will say about Modern Warfare 3, the sniping wasn't amazing. The MSR was good, and the LL118 was okay as well. But it wasn't the best game for sniping. And if you guys know the process of elimination, then you know that first place, my favorite Call of Duty multiplayer of all time, is without a doubt Black Ops 3. I cannot explain to people how much of a peak game Black Ops 3 was, in my opinion. Obviously, this list is 100% personal opinion, and so if you get upset about my rankings, that's fine. I understand. I'll probably get upset at your rankings, you know? That's just kind of how the world works. But yeah, I had countless hours of fun in Black Ops 3. I am Master Prestige level like 500 or something in Black Ops 3. I got nukes in Black Ops 3, nuclears, which I've gotten nukes in other COD games, but very, very rarely. In Black Ops 3, I've gotten like multiple of them. It's, in my opinion, absolutely peak. The movement is amazing. The jetpacks are actually really, really well made in this game, and I'm sorry to announce that. The only downside, and it's a big downside, I'll admit it, I will say that, is supply drop DLC weapons. That sucks because there are a lot of XMCs, the AN94 variant thing, that thing that came out, that are really good weapons that you can only get in supply drops. That is really frustrating, but the map was, everything was great about this game. The colors, they popped, it felt fun. There was so many new innovations. Dark matter was introduced in this game. The whole winner circle thing, which some people think is goofy for a Call of Duty game. It was Black Ops 3. They weren't taking themselves that seriously, and it was a fun way of like taunting each other at the end of the game. Oh my god, it was great. No skill-based matchmaking. I don't care. I'm sorry. I know everybody else is going to disagree with me on that. I know there's probably one or two people watching this entire video in the entire world that agrees with me that Black Ops 3 is the best Call of Duty multiplayer, but it's my opinion. I think Call of Duty Black Ops 3 easily has the best multiplayer in my opinion. I had so much freaking fun with this game. I still to this day play Black Ops 3 multiplayer pretty freaking regularly. It's that fun to me. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video, ranking all 20 Call of Duty multiplayers from worst to best. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos I'd like to see in the comment section down below. And yeah, this is a brand new channel. This was a personal opinion list, so it's probably a very controversial video to start a new channel on. but I wanted to make it. I wanted to set the ground running on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have 4 other channels, so if my voice sounds familiar, maybe you've heard me from there. My other channels are Mark Roden, which is my main channel with my name, Giggity FS, which is my channel where I go over From Software, Dark Souls, all that content, and Giggity GTA, which is the channel where I go over Grand Theft Auto content. But this is a new one. Personal opinion list about ranking all the Call of Duty multiplayers from worst to best. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please just like, comment, subscribe. Merry early Christmas. It's already the 20th, December 20th. We only have 5 days left until Christmas. I cannot freaking wait. It's going to be amazing. So Merry Christmas, everybody. If you celebrate Christmas. If not, then Happy Holidays. And Das Vidania. Have a nice night.